The Supreme Court of Appeal (SCA) has ruled that the Road Accident Fund must compensate all road accident victims, including undocumented foreign nationals, finding that any person in the RAF Act includes them. Ngokwazi kwami, umuntu ongene la eSouth Africa ngokungekho semthethweni lona kuthiwa i-undocumented foreign national, lowo muntu loyo has committed i-crime. Kuyi-crime ukuba khona kwakhe kuleli zwe ngoba ulana ngokungekho semthethweni, ulana illegally. Manje kuza kanjani ukuthi kuthiwa lowo muntu loyo mangabe kwenzekile wabandakanyeka engozini kufanele akhokhelwe? Sizani mina ningitshele ngi-understand. Ngiyayizwa i-ruling ephuma kwi-Supreme Court of Appeal, kodwa uzo-aplya kanjani lo muntu? Ngoba uma u-aplya phela kufuneka i-ID number. Uzofaka yini yena esikhundleni se-ID number? Uma kusathiwa uya-aplya nje, ngiyakubona ukukhokhelwa, kuzokwenzeka kanjani? Kanti kahle kahle umthetho wase-South Africa uyisima kanjani? Noma ikhona i-crime eyamukelekile eSouth Africa bese kuba khona i-crime engamukelekanga? Mhlampe kwenziwa ukuthi angifundanga, kodwa sizani mina, i-crime angithi ukuba kuleli zwe ngokungekho semthethweni kuyi-crime. To be in South Africa without ama-documents kuyi-crime lokho, ubugebengu. But uma kuthiwa lowo muntu loyo limele ngobe la eSouth Africa akakhokhelwe, ngabe lokho kusho ukuthi le crime yenziwe lo muntu yamukelekile na la eSouth Africa? Kuningi washo siyabonga Mpungose wathi kuningi wayisho into ezinje.
People were given a temporary ZEP permit. So when exactly did it become a permanent right? Let's talk about this Zimbabwean exemption permit issue. Hi guys, my name is Prince Mtombeni Umaduma, co-founder of South Africans for Constitutional Reform. The ZEP permit was never permanent. It exists under Section 31, subsection 2 and paragraph B of the Immigration Act, a special temporary exemption, not residency, not citizenship, and certainly not a lifelong guarantee. Temporary means exactly that, temporary. Now, here's an uncomfortable truth. For over a decade, the South African government kept on extending these permits. No long-term plan, no clear end strategy, just repeated extensions that allowed people to settle, work, raise families, and build lives here in South Africa. That was not compassion. That was poor policy. And now the consequences are here. When government tried to terminate ZEP, the court stepped in. Not because ZEP holders have a permanent right to stay in South Africa, but because government handled it badly. In rulings involving organizations like Helen Suzman Foundation, the court found that the decision was procedurally unfair. 2, there was inadequate consultation. And lastly, the impact on families, especially children, was not properly considered. Under Section 33 of the Constitution and the Promotion of Justice Act, that makes the decision unlawful. Now, let's be very clear. The courts did not say Zimbabweans must stay in South Africa permanently. They said government must follow the law when making decisions. That's it. Here's where the real tension lies. Yes, the government created this situation through indecision and emotional policy making. But that does not magically convert a temporary permit into a permanent right. And this is where some of the public rhetoric needs to be challenged. Living in South Africa for many years does not automatically create a legal entitlement to stay forever. Contributing to the economy does not override immigration law. Building a life under a temporary permit does not erase the conditions of that permit. These are difficult truths, but they are still truths. Taking government to court for fairness is a right, but framing it as if South Africa owes you permanent residence is a different argument, and one that is not supported by the law. Two things can be true at the same time. Government must be held accountable for creating uncertainty and delaying hard decisions. And ZEP holders must accept that the permit was always temporary, with no guarantee of permanence. South Africa cannot run immigration policy on emotion, pressure, or fear of backlash, because when temporary measures are treated like permanent solutions, the results are exactly what we are seeing now. legal battles, public frustration, and a problem that could have been resolved many years ago. This is not just about Zimbabweans. This is about whether South Africa is willing to enforce its own laws consistently, fairly, and without hesitation.
Abantu abaku TikTok nabantu abaku X eyaziwa ngeTwitter, mfolloweni lo sisi uPrince Mthombeni, kuningi ozokufunda kuye ngoba futhi unesineke sokuchaza izinto futhi ukwazi ukuchaza kahle enzela ukuthi noma kuthiwa awuyanga esikoleni njengami kodwa ugcina so umuntu osonolwazi ngoba uyibeka yonke into kahle. Kunodaba engilibonile oluthinta le permit ekuthiwa iZEP ngoba uDeputy Minister ukhiphe istatement esithi abantu abebenale permit lesebenga-apply ukuze bathole i-permanent residence. I-Department of Home Affairs yakhipha istatement esiphikishana nokushiwo uDeputy Minister yathi lokho kakukho. Ngakho-ke lama-organization ayahlupha ngoba agcine uphoqa uhulumeni ukuthi wenze izinto ngendlela okungafanele njengoba uzwa usisi uPrince Mthombeni echaza. Enye into futhi eyenza ukuthi ngenze le video ukuthi sizofika isikhathi lapha abazothi khona akube khona i-public participation. Asingazibambeleli, ngajabula ngokwedlule ngoba abantu abaningi basubmit. Kufanele namanje uma sekukhona i-public participation mayelana nalolu daba siparticipate ngoba akekho umuntu ofuneke asukumele izwe lethu ngaphandle kwethu. Into ezokwenzeka lama foundation azogcina hijack lezwe leli, igcine imithetho ingasashawa lapha eParliament kodwa isishawa ngenxa yezinkantolo. Kuyiwe enkantolo, inkantolo ifika iphoqa uhulumeni ukuthi akakho umthetho othize. Lokho nje kukodwa kuzosinika inkinga enkulu hayi encane. Ngakho-ke akufanelanga sizibambelele. Ngiyafisa futhi mina sengathi bangayiguqula le mithetho ukuze mabe enkantolo laba bangabi nayo intuba yokuphuma ngoba njengoba lena kuyi-temporary permit, i-temporary ngempela akukho futhi la kuthiwe khona izojika bese iba permanent. Okhosini bamfonele lo sisi kuKhozi FM uPrince Mthombeni bambuza ukuthi akachaze kabanzi. Sizoya kuleyo interview ayenze noKhozi FM. Kodwa ngiyafisa uqale ngidlule la. A total of 18 alleged illegal immigrants were arrested after they were found working in a factory in Wentworth in Durban. 7 others were taken by the Department of Home Affairs for further verification. 26 people, including the owner of the call center, have been taken to Durban North Police Station over alleged fraud. Those directly implicated will be charged and kept in custody. The group was operating out of a guest house on a long-term arrangement. It's believed the employees were also living there. One of the cars in the driveway, which belonged to one of the call center owners, is a BMW M8 valued at well over 3 million rand. He alleged has in excess of 19 million rand in one of his bank accounts. The 2 Congolese men who tried to escape earlier says they had just come in for training today, but investigations are looking into it. Ludaba lesibili udaba oluthinta isigameko esenzeke la insukwini lapha amaphoyisa agasele kwi-call center thizeni onwa indoda yangaphandle la kuthiwa khona kwenziwa khona i-fraud. Labantu bayi-call center nje baya-operate kulela bhilidi kule guest house okukhulunywa ngayo kwenziwa i-fraud nje ubona ama-calls angena kubantu kwenziwa imisebenzi eminingi yobumnyama noma bengayichazanga ukuthi inhlobo bane fraud. Kodwa konke lokhu kwenziwa abantu bangaphandle. Sineyinkinga ezimbili la eSouth Africa. Sineyinkinga abantu abangama-foreigners abangene ngokusemthethweni kodwa asebephoqa manje ukuthi babe ngama-permanent residents. bese siba nenkinga nabantu abangene ngokungekho semthethweni futhi manje basebenzisa izinkantolo.
Clarified that holders of the Zimbabwean exemption permit are not eligible to apply for permanent residency automatically and must continue to remain on their current permits, which are valid until the 29th of May in 2027. This comes after reports that Deputy Home Affairs Minister Njabulo Nzuza had indicated that ZEP holders could now apply for permanent residence, suggesting a possible shift in government policy. And for more on this, we are joined on the line by Advocate Simba Chitando, a human rights lawyer who represents the Zimbabwe Exemption Permit Holders Association. Advocate Chitando, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on Africa Update.
Afternoon, greetings to your audience.
Now, what is your take on the contradictions between the Deputy Minister Njabulo Nzuza's remarks and the official position from the South African Department of Home Affairs?
Well, it's unfortunate. The Deputy Minister of Home Affairs is the official. He is a government representative and he speaks for the government. And what he has said and what I've received this morning, a clarification on their position, which is completely different from what the Deputy Minister said, is unfortunate. It's playing with people's lives. ZEP holders have been in the country for a very long time. And they ought to be able to apply for permanent residence like any other person who has been in South Africa for the period of time that they have been. Denying them that right is unfortunate, and it's in our view illegal.
And when you speak of the fact that it is illegal in your view, what is the plan of action going forward? Are you going to challenge this?
We had a meeting this morning, and we'll be having more meetings this afternoon. We hadn't done anything because we were waiting for a public participation process, which was ordered by the courts when a number of other NGOs and civil society organizations took Home Affairs to court. And we thought that is more productive than pressing on. Our organization was the only one pushing for permanent residency. The others that were more focused in on extending the ZEP. My view was, no, PR straight away, because the people had been in the country for more than 5 years legally, and that's not in dispute. They're saying, no, you cannot apply. And that participation process has not begun. We have not interacted with anyone from there. I've spoken to the other organizations who were involved in ZEP, and they're still waiting. So nothing has happened, and it's clear that Home Affairs does not know what it's doing, in my view.
Ngakho ngithe ekuqaleni uma nje le public participation isivuliwe kufanele siparticipate njengabantu base-South Africa ngoba labantu laba bayakwazi ukuparticipate noma beseZimbabwe noma bekuliphi izwe participate ngoba bayingxenye yonke lento eyenzekayo. Uyabona manje ukuthi uma bengase baye enkantolo, mhlawumbe inkantolo ibavumele, bazothola labantu ama-permanent residents ngenkani ngoba leyo nto iyobe i-Home Affairs isiphoqwa inkantolo. Ngakho-ke kwi-public participation kufanele singasali. Ibuhlungu nje le nto le, kusafuneka lo mthetho ubhekisiswe kwawona lama-NGOs nalama-foundation, ama-organization lawo abhekisiswe ngoba ngathi anenye i-agenda nje. Mina ngazi ukuthi ngathi South Africa sixakekile nje sisodwa singaba se-South Africa. Unemployment rate iku-63% kwi-youth. Iphezulu kakhulu kabi i-unemployment rate la e-South Africa. I-youth nje iyodwa. I-unemployment rate iphezulu. Kukhona abantu abafuna ukuba ngabase-South Africa ngenkani. Baze bafuna ukuya ngisho nasenkantolo. Kufanele-ke lezwe leli sizame ukuparticipate selivikele ngoba thina sinalo elinye ikhaya, yilo lona leli. Labantu bangathiwa kwenzeka into embi la e-South Africa bazohamba baye emakubo. Thina sizoyaphi ngoba ilona khaya leli sinalo. Asiqhubeke size ukuthi uthini lo baba.
I can imagine the number of people that made contact with you after they saw or heard what the Deputy Minister said with regards to the ZEP and just their reaction.
Well, many of them actually went onto Home Affairs website, the VFS platform, to apply for permanent residency. And they said that, look, what is the Deputy Minister talking about? We are on the VFS platform waiting to apply, and there's nothing. And others have, got WhatsApp messages on the groups. They've got several, which I've seen. Obviously, I won't disclose the detail of the individuals, but they're all saying what's going on. There was relief that finally, the Deputy Minister realized that, look, we have been in the country, we are legal, we satisfy many of the requirements. We accept that the application process would be a case-by-case basis. You look at the criminal record, you look at various other criteria that any applicant for permanent residence would have to satisfy. But closing the door across the board, that's unfair, unlawful in my view, and also immoral.
What practical challenges are ZEP holders facing because of this uncertainty?
Just so many. An example would be the fact that it affects their banking, their financial situation. You could not get, as a ZEP holder, for purely commercial reasons, I'm not blaming the banks, you cannot get finance even for a cell phone, because your extension is for your permit is for 12 months at a time. That's what the Home Affairs have been doing for almost 5 years now, with these extensions, which they say at the beginning was non-extendable. So they can't even finance a cell phone. They live from hand to mouth. They're denied basic banking services. That's just on the financially when it comes to the banks, but also the employers. The employers are letting go of ZEP holders because they're simply tired of all of these extensions and uncertainty involved with the ZEP to begin with. They just say, look, we don't want to know anything about ZEP. We have to let you go. And they find creative ways to do that. So many ZEP holders are being constructively dismissed because of the ZEP holders.
Prince Mthombeni ufonelwe uKhozi FM ukuze badingide lolu daba le-ZEP. Ngifuna ukucaphunela lo video bese ngiyayivala le. Kodwa ngingakujabulela ukuza umbono wakhe. Ikhona nento engingayithandanga la yokuthi ubona ivideo ibe nama-views awu-600 kodwa uthola ukuthi ama-likes ayi-30. Hawu, ngiyanicela. Qala ngokulike noma kuthiwa ivideo awuyithandi noma kuthiwa i-information awuyithandi. Like nje ivideo bese uyayibuka, like noma kuthiwa ubudlula, like nje ushiye kanjalo. Hawu, ngiyazicelela. Impela niyabuka, impela ngiyabona, kodwa inkinga unlike. Yabona ukulike nokukhomenta kuyinto enkulu kabi. Lokho nje kukodwa kukhombisa ukuthi uyacontributor, ngoba i-YouTube uma ibheka lezo zinto iyabona ukuthi kune-interest kule video bese ikhombisa abanye abantu. Ngiyacela commenta nokulike kubalulekile.
Njengamanje samukela uMiss Princess Mthombeni usihlalo ke wenhlangano eSouth Africans for Constitutional Reform. Miss Mthombeni, asibonga kakhulu ngesikhathi sakhe eksena, sikubingelele ohlelweni.
Ngiyabonga busi, ngiyabingelela nami nakubalaleli emakhaya.
Sichazela ukuthi ke la kungani njengenhlangano ke ningahambisani nalolu hlelo lwe-ZEP.
Busiwe, ake ngiqale nje ngokuthi akukhona ukuthi asihambisani ngohlelo le-ZEP. Esingahambisani nakho ukuthi abantu bacabange ukuthi i-right yabo le laba ababambe lama permit, because number one, lama permit ayiphiwe ngoba kwenziwe i-arrangement temporary under section 31 we-Constitution. Ayikho na ku-Immigration Act le amendment ukuthi abantu kumele babe nama special permit for iminyaka eminingi kangaka.
Ile yokuthi ke awukwazi ukumane ke ubasuse nje ngoba sebe nanemndeni ezinzile la eNingizimu Afrika.
Mamkhize ake ungitshele i-policy kabani ukuthi wena uyahamba uyoqala impilo uplan impilo yakho around i-arrangement e-temporary. So kubonisa khona lokho ukuthi abekho responsible and sikhuluma ngabantu abadala lana babeyiqalelana impilo bazi kahle ukuthi lento yabo ayizange ukuzolasta eSouth Africa nanini bangahamba bebuyele emakhaya.
Ikuphi nina eningathi ikona ngqo okuzolenza libe fair uma ngabe sekuphunywa nesinqumo esiphelele ngazo lezi zinhlelo zama ZEPs?
Well, okuzoba fair ukuthi ama-South Africans abe involved izwi lama-South Africans lizwakale because njalo uma kwenziwa lezi zinto thina asiconsidera sama-South Africans sizwa sekuthiwa ugovernment uthatha iy'nqumo ngoba ezwela abantu bokuhamba. Ubani ozwela abantu base-South Africa because la bantu bokuhamba abahlali nama-NGOs abayi kuyohlala ema-suburbsini la basebenza khona. Kumele baphinde bahlale nathi emalokishini kuma-informal settlement. So la bantu ba-integrate-wa nathi kodwa thina sikaze sabacela kuma-community ethu. So into right ukuthi sifake nathi ukuthi bezwe ukuthi sithini sama-South Africans.
Mase beyivulile public participation ngiyobe senginazisa ngiyacela siparticipate ngoba leli izwe lethu ngakho ke uma kufanele livikeleke yithina ekufanele senzo noma yini esemandleni ukuze sikwazi ukuvikela lezwe ngoba asinalo elinye ikhaya ileli kuphela. Ilokho nje ngingakusho ukuthi asinalo thina elinye ikhaya ileli. Mina nawe sidibane kwivideo elandelayo. Ngiyabonga kakhulu.